Welcome to episode 6 of the Conscious Call Out. I am Tomasa Pinlock, known as the Self-Care Queen. And I am so happy today to be serving women who have a holistic business and helping them bring wealth into their business while taking care of themselves so that they don't compromise their health. And so I want you to know one of my pet peeves is I can't stand it when I see a holistic practitioner or a holistic entrepreneur driving themselves in the ground when their whole world is about health and wellness for others. And so I help get them out of that vicious cycle so that they have it all, health and wealth. I want to welcome you here as I am going to talk about part 2 of wealth consciousness. What exactly is wealth consciousness? You know, last week talked about a mindset. And you know, it's true. It really is a mindset. But I want to take that a little bit deeper today. And I want to talk about what it takes to really have a wealth consciousness. So if you're a person who actually acts out and where you have to buy a lot of things, and maybe say you have a family or something or friends, and you hide it so that no one else can have it, but it all belongs to you, that's hoarding. And that definitely is not a wealth consciousness. So I want you to look at some things that you might be doing in your life that might be displaying a scarcity consciousness. And one of them is hoarding. I hate to tell you that. I grew up with a hoarder in my household, and I learned how to hoard too. And every time I do it, I have to go, I can't do that. The summer fruit used to be hidden in the refrigerator, hidden in a certain spot, so no one could find the plums or the cherries, and all the good fruit that we all wanted. What that did was teach us, me and my sisters, to have a little bit of a scarcity consciousness, because that is hoarding. And hoarding does not serve you or anyone else. Having a generous way of being, a generous consciousness where you share. You don't have to always be helping others, not at your own expense. That's a little different. But if you have it, why not share it? Share it in abundance. Sharing means that you know that there is enough to go around, rather than hiding the cherries and the plums and the peaches and the nectarines, or hiding what we grew up with, Snicker bars. Not hoarding is like when I come home, one of my favorite things is green and black organic chocolate. So I buy the kind that I like, and I buy the kind that my daughter likes. She can't eat stuff with almonds in it, and so if they have stuff that doesn't have almonds in it, I will buy it for her. And so that is being generous. Another thing is that when you go out with someone, and let's say that you're going to Starbucks, or even Pete's is my favorite place. Instead of just buying your own drink, how about you offer that person to be able to purchase their drink? Can I buy you something? Can I get you a drink? And that is being generous, always generous. And also, I want to get away from this tit for tat thing. So it's great to share with someone when you're feeling very grateful to them for helping you out on something. But if someone gives you something, let's say, like I have this client who likes to come and bring me lemons and things like that. So does that mean that I have to come back and give her something else for those lemons? Not necessarily, no. Part of it, of wealth consciousness, is being able to receive the abundance that is being served to you without having this tit for tat thing, like I did this for you and I expect this back from you. It's not about that at all. It's really about knowing that maybe you give it to Ethel and later on it comes back to you, return from Lucy. What other way could I explain that from my old childhood days of these black and white comedy series or whatever? What I want to talk with you today is your actions. Your actions speak louder than your words sometimes. And your actions are energy. It's things in motion. And when things are in motion, That is energy. And so how are you consciously in motion? Is what I ask you when it comes to a wealth consciousness. Are you able to receive? Are you being generous? Or, I'm going to share something with you, or are you stealing? So, are you purposely stealing? And I bring that up because, if you are intentionally putting it out there to folks that you have the deception that you're having someone invest with you and you don't give back to them what they invested in, and you're being deceptive about it, now, is that really wealth consciousness? Or is that you stealing? And stealing is not wealth consciousness. It is scarcity. It's like saying, I cannot get enough from the universe or from God or whoever you want, whatever you want to call it, from the source. So therefore, I'm going to take here and I'm going to be deceptive about it. That is taking. And so, you really have to look at those things because they come back to you karmically. Sometimes we might inadvertently put something in our basket at the store and forget to put it on the little conveyor belt that, when you check out. And so that's okay. And I know I've been there and it's been kind of like, oh my God, I forgot to pay for this. I need to go take this back and pay for it. We've even had our daughter do that, where she's accidentally, put something in a basket and not paid for it. And so take it back to the place and say, hey, I forgot to pay for this. So anyhow, when you come from this place of, what am I talking about here? Integrity. Then energy is clean, people can feel it, and you start to attract all that you want in your life. So when you're in integrity, things come back to you tenfold. And so this is Tomasa Pinlock, the medicine woman, anchor at 5, having you take your wealth consciousness to a whole nother level. Namaste.
If you wish to expand your wealth consciousness and your holistic business, apply for a Proliferate Your Profits powwow at www.tomasamakapinlak.com/PPP.